Good morning, Cowboys. It's me, Emma Garcia, here today doing morning announcements. And to start you off is on October 30th and 31st, the Repertory Theater will be hosting the 17th Annual Haunted House at lunch in the PAC. The tour will cost $1. And the ASB Center will be closed this Wednesday due to Shadow Day. The ASB will have a costume contest and trick-or-treating at lunch on Halloween Day, so come to the Intercore at lunch for food fair as well. Attention basketball players. Tryouts for varsity begins Monday, October 30th at 7 o'clock. You must be cleared to try out. Freshman and JV tryouts will begin November 6th. Check in room 119 for times. Attention students. There will be a roster bus to Aptos on Friday night for the final regular season football game. The sign-up cost will be $10, and the sign-up permission slip take place in the finance office, and this will include the ticket into the game. We need 50 students to make the trip happen, so please tell your friends. And attention girls lacrosse, there will be a preseason meeting on Monday at lunch in the ASB Center, and food fair will be on Halloween, October 31st, so support all your clubs. And attention Cowboys, thank you for being safe, honorable, and sensible. Don't forget to turn in your Cowboy weight cards, and you can receive from staff into the box in the main office. There will be a drawing this Friday for Cowboy Spirit items. Teachers continue to recognize students when they're being SHS. And the following colleges will be in the Career Center this month or next month. Sign up in the Career Center for a pass. The first college will be University of Oregon, Tuesday on Halloween at 1 p.m. and 1:56 p.m. UCLA Wednesday, Gonzaga Wednesday at 10:50 p.m. and Cal Poly on Wednesday at 1:15 p.m. and Fresno State Wednesday at 9 to 12 and USC to Thursday at 12 and Sacramento State this Friday. And as well, UCSC Friday at 2 p.m. and FIDM on Thursday at 9 a.m. and UCSB Thursday at 12 a.m. and Fresno Pacific University Monday in December 4th from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Attention seniors, you who have participated in migrant education programs at any time in school, you may qualify for the College Assistant Migrant Program, also known as CAMP. The following universities will be in the Career Center to discuss CAMP programs. November 1st, Fresno State at 9 a.m. to 12. November 3rd, CSUMB from 11 to 11:45. And November 3rd, Sacramento State from 12 to 12:45. And that's your morning announcements, Cowboys.
Howdy Cowboys, it's Valerian again with a new segment, and it's Fun Facts. And I have 5 of them for you. First fun fact, did you know that $30 of raw popcorn translates into $3,000 in sales at movie theaters? That's interesting. I actually never knew that. But now if I think of it, yeah, that makes sense. All right, next. You can't fold a piece of paper more than 7 times in half. So take a piece of paper and you can't fold it in half more than 7 times. Next, a single drop of water contains 100 billion atoms. Number 4, dreamt is the only English word that ends in the letters MT. And my final fact, number 5. Oh God. If you blowtorch Pepto-Bismol, you would get a hunk of metal. That's interesting. I did not know that. But okay. Those were my 5 fun facts for this week, Cowboys. Have a great week.
Hey there, Cowboys. It's Vanessa with your sports for the week. Today there will be tennis NBL individual finals at Salinas High at 11 a.m. Tomorrow there will be golf CCS championships, location and time to be determined. Tennis NBL teams semis and finals there will be at Chamasat and at 12 p.m. On Thursday there will be a football game versus Aptos at Aptos, freshmen at 6. On Friday there will be a football game versus Aptos at Aptos, JV it's at 5, varsity at 7:30. That's it.
Howdy Cowboys, it's Valerian and I am back with another auto review and I'm doing American cars today. America! Where did that come from? I'm just going to, this place gets weirder and weirder every day. Anyways, moving on. There are a bunch of American brands out there, but they are all controlled by one brand called GM, which stands for General Motors. You might also know GM by GMC, General Motors Company. And General Motors Company owns a bunch of cars, and I'm going to talk about a few of them. So first we're going to start off with Ford. We're going to start off by the classic Ford F-150. Now, that F-150, it's a great car because it's Ford, and since it's Ford, it can most likely go all-wheel drive because those cars are meant to go off-terrain. Those things can go into the mountains if they wanted to, if they really wanted to, but they probably don't. But not my point. Then next there is now we're moving on to Chevy. There is a Chevy Camaro, which is a great car. It is fast. It can reach about 130 miles per hour and 0 to 60 in like 3.5 seconds, something like that. I don't remember correctly, but depending on which year you get, the price will be higher or lower. But it is beautiful and it is awesome. I love it. Like, I wish I could have one, but I can't. And my third car and my final car is a Dodge Challenger. Now, the 2017 version is in that form where when you look at it, you're like, you got that aerodynamics, buddy, I can tell. And its shape is kind of like smooth, so then it can have that speed and the wind just kind of flows with it. And it's a nice car, goes for around $40,000 if you want it 2017 and new. Now if you want it a different year, prices vary because if you still want it new but a different year, it can still be pretty expensive because Dodge is expensive for what their car is, but it's fine because in the long run, it's like awesome. It's like you just bought it, even after 3 years. So that's all the cars I have for my auto review. Thank you, Cowboys, and have a great week.
I'm here with Monique Sanchez. Okay, so are you in what grade? I'm in 9th grade. Okay, cool. So what do you do to get yourself prepared for homecoming?
We had flower parties and warehouse parties, and that's how we got ready for our flow, and then that's how we got ready for our skit, and everything went well. Everything was smooth, and
Okay, and what are you doing in homecoming?
oh, homecoming?
Yeah, what are you doing?
So right now we're doing the skit, and then we're just gonna like ride on the float, and then we're just gonna represent the freshman class.
Cool, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your homecoming.
Thank you.
Julie Preciado, the sophomore class president.
Okay, so Julie, what did you do to get yourself prepared for homecoming?
So we prepared months before. We had flower parties and float building parties, and whoever helped out got community service hours.
Cool, and what are you doing at homecoming?
We're lifeguards.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Here, Cowboys, I am Yvonne Cortez, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Angie Party, junior class president.
Okay, so what did you do to prepare yourself for homecoming?
Well, actually, a lot goes into it when you're an ASB officer. We have to get a trailer, we have to get flower paper, we have to get people to build the float, we have to do a skit. So there's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes, so I can't exactly have time to explain all of it, but there's a lot.
Cool. And technically, what are you doing pretty much in homecoming?
Everything that you see right now is done by ASB. This big rally, the homecoming floats, our junior one, we are firefighter themed. See the shirts? Peep it. Yeah, so pretty much everything you see is done by us. Oh, the dance tonight is also ASB.
Okay. Cool, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your homecoming. Hi, I'm Cameron, and I'm here with...
I'm Miss Duthman, the principal.
So, Ms. Duthman, what's it like at your first Salinas High homecoming?
It's wonderful. I made a special outfit because I'm so excited about this.
What's good, Cowboy TV? What's good, Cowboy TV? What's good, Cowboy TV?
The creepy mannequin. The creepy mannequin. Howdy, Cowboys. It's Valerian, and I'm here with Big Red today, and we are doing the Halloween edition. It's gonna get spooky, I guess. So, Big Red, where are we going first?
First, we're gonna go in the dungeon. We're going to the dungeon.
Dungeon. That sounds creepy. Not gonna lie.
Follow me.
Go.
There's another dungeon. This is dungeon 2 down here.
Which we'll take a look at later, right?
We'll take a look at that through a different entryway.
Oh, good lord.
And that's the dungeon number 2.
Cameraman, can you see that?
Okay.
So we're gonna enter dungeon number 2. Some of y'all walk by it every day, but you don't even know it's here. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready. I'm born ready. I'm always ready.
Let's do this.
I need to watch your step because this is very steep.
Oh. Oh.
Put handrails. Hold on to the handrails.
You guys get that? Camera? Flashlight? Whatever?
Look in there.
Oh, good Lord. What is in
Look in
there?
there. Shut the door. Door is shutting.
Oh, wow. This is spoopy.
You guys ready? Coming down. Let's go. Just go up on there and look in there. Tell me what you see.
Julie, you want to do it? No, Julie, you do it.
Come on, go up there.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Just go up.
You're light. Come on.
Climb the ladder. Tell me what you see in there. Tell me when you get to the top. You just got to look up in there. Tell me what you see. Keep going. Keep going up there. Ah! No, I'm only just messing with you, dude. I'm just messing with you. Go ahead. Dude, he flipped. Can you get out up there? No. So what happens if you go in there?
I don't know, but I don't want to know.
Okay, come on down. I'll tell you why. So ready?
Almost.
Okay.
I guess this is what happens when
So
you're a
look.
reporter.
What is that? What's that door?
What is that door?
That's an incinerator. That's where they used to burn stuff.
So you're telling me that if we climbed in there,
You'd be in all those ashes right there.
oh, oh yeah.
It's the chimney. That's an old chimney.
Oh, that makes
That's
sense
the
now.
incinerator. That start a fire in there and they'd shut the door.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that's how old this building is. That's
Damn.
how you used to heat the old gym.
Oh,
And then that would go up in there, smoke would go out, and then you see the hole? The hole would go over here and then go under the floor and heat the gym.
oh.
You thought I was gonna say that they burn bodies and stuff in there, huh?
Well, I mean, considering what you said in Dungeon 1, yes.
This leads back up to where we were before. So we can go up that way and go around, same thing. So next we're gonna move on to the famous story of, of the haunting in the bell tower.
Alrighty then.
Principles that have been passed and everything, especially upstairs right now.
That's pretty cool.
We're not gonna go all the way up on the roof because it's a safety issue.
Oh, that makes sense.
We will go to where the story of the Foster or Slays High, where she actually did it.
Did you just say we're a girl?
Correct. Committed suicide.
Interesting. Very interesting. I've been up here before. Second floor.
So when you come up here, you walk by this door every day, but you never go in it because it's locked.
That makes sense.
This is the bell tower. We lock it behind us so nobody comes in and scares us to death. We turn on my flashlight.
Who's going in first?
Me. I'll go. I'll leave. Watch your step. Once again, very steep stairs. I don't think they have ADA rules back these days. Americans Disabilities Act wasn't even enforced. We are now in the bell tower in the school.
Smells.
It smells old. You can see over here we have some very old trophies.
And a water bottle.
And a water bottle. 1935 CCal varsity champs. Cross country, Salinas High School.
That says 1956.
Oh, is it 56?
Yeah.
Still old. What's this one say? 1956 as well, basketball champs. How about this one? 1960?
It's for the modeling.
me see if there's anything else in here. What's this one? There's some older ones downstairs. I should have showed you those. What's this say? 1961?
That's old.
1978?
Also old.
What's this one?
My mom was 8 years old.
Is there a reason why these aren't in the trophy case?
I don't know. I know some people have been trying to get them refurbished and restored and stuff. Here we go. 54, 55, 56, 58, 59, 60, 61 to 62. This is
Let me get a shot of that.
Inter-class track champions.
Track. Wow.
I wonder what the uniforms look like.
Old.
Old. So this is the tower, the bell tower. And apparently this is where the story of the girl in the rafters was up here. These are kids that have gotten up here in 93, have tagged their names, 1977. Over here you have Matt, class of 2002. Just kids that have been fortunate enough to come up in here. Ozzy in 93, Luis in 1993. Over here you can see Ozzy was up here a few times, it looks like.
Yeah.
And here's Miss Pratt. Oh my God, look at this. There's Miss Pratt.
Eddie King, what is that?
1955, I don't know, Eddie King. Lupita Uribe, 2010. But this is Pratt, Miss Pratt, 93 rules.
So at this time, was she a teacher?
I don't know. So the stairs right there, this ladder goes up to the top, and that little bit of rafter right there is what holds people. Then you walk up to that, and there's another set of stairs. Come over here. There's another set of stairs that goes up to the roof right there on that red door. And then you're outside in the bell tower.
That's cool.
So the story is this girl during off or whatever. I never did it. Now when I started working here, I ended up being a custodian in 2015, and I was like really skeptical. People would tell me, oh, it's haunted and there's ghosts, and I was like, whatever. There's no such thing as ghosts. And one night when we were working, it was me, Freddie, Dionisio, custodians. We had a substitute named Jesse, and we were in the main office, and we were at the end of our shift, like about 15 minutes before the end of our shift, and we're signing out and getting ready to leave. And we're sitting there, and then we heard this voice, and it said like, get out or shut up or something. And I thought it was somebody in the school yelling through the doors. And I went out in the hallway, and I started saying, hey, who's out there? And when I kept yelling for somebody to respond, nobody responded. And so then I came back in. Now, when the initial voice happened, I looked at the substitute Jesse and I said, did you hear that? And he's like, oh yeah, I heard that, like clear as day, this voice. And when I came back from the hall to see who it was, I was standing in the doorway and I was like, man, dude, there's no one out here. And then that's when the substitute Jesse's like, hey, your voice is echoing, right? And I was like, yeah. And then he brought it to my attention that the voice that me and him both heard and looked at each other did not echo. So there was no echo to the voice when we heard the voice. So that's why we kind of freaked out, and then we just left. We're like, we're out of here.
Book it out of here.
So then there's a couple things that happened when I was working here at nighttime custodian. The second one was I was here and I was in the office again, and I heard footsteps upstairs, and I thought kids got into school and were running around. And so I went up there to see what was going on. It was dark, there's nothing up there. And so then I went back down to the office. I heard the footsteps again running down the hall, and which would have been down this hall right when we just came up in the 200s towards the tower. And then I went up here again, there was nothing up here. So then I stayed at the end of the hall on the alcove right below us. And I was like, if I hear them up here running down here again, I'll just jump out and scare the kids, right? So then I heard the footsteps coming like clearly down the hall, and I turned the corner and there was nobody there. And I was like, I gotta go. I was out. Another weird thing that a bunch of us witnessed was me, Joaquin, Freddie, Dionisio, and someone else were working one night at during summer school, and in the library there was this huge book, and we cleaned the library and done all that stuff, and we turned all the lights out, and we were coming back across the school, and we noticed all the lights were on in the library again. We're like, who's in there? So we went in there into the library, and there's this giant book. I mean, the book was like that big, one of those big, thick, like atlases or whatever, and the book was open in the middle of the floor, and the lights were on, but no one was here. So that was kind of weird too.
And this was during summer school?
During the summer at nighttime, yeah. There was no school.
I'm sweating.
I'm already sweating too, it's hot in here.
Yeah. I'm double sweating because of these stories and because it's hot.
Basically, I've like come to believe there's something here, but I haven't seen anything with the naked eye yet, but that was kind of, the voice thing was really a weird experience for me. Because I didn't just hear it, someone else heard it, and then of course we didn't hear the echo. So that's probably the biggest, scariest moment for me here at Salinas High. And I know Freddie had someone come up and like breathe down his neck one time when we was in the main office. And I know he freaked out. He doesn't like talking about it, but I know he freaked out on that.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah. Let's go, I guess.
Check this out. A visitor came up here. And on 1/31/2013 at 7:53 a.m., W. Brangham from OPS was brought up here by probably an administrator. Hey, can you get the bell tower? We get that a lot.
But here's the thing, why isn't there a timeout thing? Like, because it's time minutes.
Oh, yeah. Because she doesn't. Check it out. So this is where it happened.
Are you recording right now?
I hid right here. I literally hid right here. Stand back. So I hid right here. And when I heard the footsteps coming out the hall, I jumped up. Hey! And there was nobody there. It was pitch black. And that's when I went downstairs, set the alarm, and left the building. I was like, I gotta go.
Wait, you set the alarm?
Yeah, so there's an alarm on the school.
Oh, okay. I never knew that. I'm a freshman here, so.
It's all right. But that's what I did that day. I said, bye.
Smell you later. Basically.
That's good.
Oh yeah, boy.
Adam, you're alone on that one.
No, we'll be out the door. Yes, ready.
Let's go, I guess.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah. Let's go, I guess.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah. Let's go, I guess.
Check this out. A visitor came up here. And on 1/31/2013 at 7:53 a.m., W. Brangham from OPS was brought up here by probably an administrator. Hey, can you get the bell tower? We get that a lot.
But here's the thing, why isn't there a timeout thing? Like, because it's time minutes.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. This